up to see her, and I'll be going up this evening, so hopefully things will keep getting better and better and better. Thank everybody for their prayers. Back to you, Jim.
Well, Randy, it's our pleasure, and hopefully when the time comes and we need them, they'll switch over to us for a little bit. That'd be good. All righty. Well, now let me see here. We got to see now the critters. They should be getting pretty good because they didn't get no rain, and the temperature ain't too bad. KA8MNT, WB8 VMW. How's the critters there, Tom?
WB8 VMW, this is KA8MNT. Good morning, Jim, and everybody else. All the critters are doing okay this morning. They were able to get out and stretch their legs a little bit yesterday, and I think they got themselves tuckered out, so it didn't rain on them except for real early in the morning, so they got out and did their thing, and didn't even party last night. They just slept around, and so they had a peaceful day, and I think today's going to be pretty much the same. So I think they're a bunch of happy little critters, I guess. So with that, hey, I'm going to turn everything back over to you, Jim. This is Kilo Alpha 8 Mike November Tango, turning everything back over to WB8 VMW.
All righty, Tom. Well, we got to keep the critters happy. You know, that's all there is to it. Get them extension cords. We got them lights out there so that they don't get lost in the dark. So they're going to be doing just fine. All righty. Now we'll see how Mark and Sarah's doing this morning. WB6, BJN, WB8 VMW.
Good morning, Jim. Good morning to everyone on the net. Good to hear everybody. Hey, just one more quick comment on antennas. And I have to agree, there's nothing like a resonant antenna. They're certainly the most efficient for the especially for the particular band that you're after. What I do like about this non-resonant antenna, and I have to use a tuner, and I'm even losing some through there, and I get that. But having said that, I have I'm able to work all bands with it, even 160. And I have worked folks on 160. And for my renting situation where I can't have a lot of antennas, but I can have, antennas, that really works out great. And I'm working Europe on all bands. But, and I've worked clear into the Middle East on some of the bands. So it works. And you give up something to get something. Kind of that way. Hey, let's take a look at the conditions, and I'll turn it back to you, Jim, so you can get on to others. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Let me go over here real quick. Okay. 30.09, 0.3 on the barometer and steady. And 46.2 degrees. Feels like 44. Humidity, 88%. And let's see, wind, 5. 1 gusting to 8. 5 is the peak, is the sustained wind. 1 gusting to 8 from the southwest. So in clear skies, but they're talking about rain here later today. We'll talk about that more on the net. Back to you, Jim. Sarah's got a bad headache this morning. That's another indicator of wet weather coming. Back to you, WB6DJS.
All righty, Mark. Well, you be sure to sneak in and give her a light kiss on the forehead. Not too tough, not too rough, you know. All righty, Tom. You wish her, you pass on our wishes that her headache would go away. All right, I've got to get these Outlanders in here. K5, CFY, WB8, BMW. Good morning, Ray.
WB8, BMW, and all the other netizens out there. This is Ray, K5CFY. Talking about antennas, I thought I'd throw. I'm using a Chameleon MCOM 3. It's built as a portable antenna. It's an all-band 6 through 160, and I have talked on all of them. It goes up about, I think, 23 feet, and then goes out about 60 feet. So it's an end-fed, and I'm using a Yaesu 991A to run it, and it's of course it's got a built-in tuner, and that's all I need. It works, it tunes up, and it works great. I've had it for about 5 years, and I've talked all over the world with it. So anyway, but it is a little antenna. If you got little space, it doesn't take a whole lot, and it does have a counterpoise. I've got mine buried, but if you use it as a portable, you just lay it out on the ground, and it really works good. But anyway, I'll give it back to you there, Jim, and good to hear everybody else out there, and have a great Saturday. K5 CFY.
All righty, well, you know, like to hear things about antennas, love them. Alrighty, KI5OZZ. Got to get Nancy in here, and we got to get to Jacksonville too. How about it, Nancy? Are you listening this morning? Are you sleeping in? Well, maybe Nancy's sleeping in. Good deal. All righty, well, now I had the short straw, then I had the pretty one, and we're going to go for the short straw again before they get out of range of their node. WAJAX, WB8 BMW.
Hey, good morning there, Jim. You got the short straw this morning. You picked correctly, WAJAX Portable Pedestrian. But I've got actually 3 pretty girls with me here this morning. The first one here, I'm going to let her say hello to you.
Good morning, it's Missy, and I am back.
And Miss Wendy's over there.
Good morning there. This is KHAAX. Good morning, and thanks for calling on us, Jim.
Yeah, and of course, Miss Lucy is looking for cats or squirrels or rabbits or whatever here this morning, so she's not going to say anything to you. But we're a cold 47 degrees on our walk this morning, Jim, but under clear skies, totally clear skies. Venus is brightly shining down on us. The good news is we'll be going up to 72, but that's still below normal for us this time of year. Anyway, back to you, Jim. Thanks for giving us a call. WHJAX, Portable Pedestrian.
All right, man, you got a full crew down there this time. And I made a little question there. I wonder if Missy brought some of this cold weather down. Now, Missy, if you brought cold weather down, they might not invite you back to walk around the lake with them. Oh, well, yeah, good to hear you. I always say good morning just in case. So I want to say good morning to Rod, Wendy, Missy, and, of course, K9LUCY, and the kids. You give the kids a hug every chance you get there, Rod, Wendy. All righty. Well, we're going to jump out of here. We got about a minute and a half. I don't know who's running it this morning. I don't know if Stephen is or who. Maybe Phil, somebody. if they'll step in, let me know who to turn it over to in about 1 minute, and I'll do that. WB8VMW.
WB8VMW, this is K8PMI. I will be your net control operator this morning. Give me about another minute or so. My node broke down, and I switched my Wi-Fi, so I can't get it turned over, so I had to hurry up and jump in my truck and drive closer to the node. So I'm going to be doing the show from my mobile this morning. Just want to get parked in a good location, and I'll get everything rolling for you. This is K8PMI.
All righty, Grandpa Phil. Well, you go ahead and, I'm full of it, so that, man, I can just sit here and yak and tell lies. Tell interesting things. No, that's different, too. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, I can talk. Let me see. They call me quick drawing ratchet jaw, so... let me see. We'll see if we can't get, see if LJ is up. KB8LJ, WB8VMW.
WB8VMW, this is KB8LJ. Well, you timed it pretty well. I'm kind of sleeping in a little bit, at least for me this morning, and... good to hear you, and good to hear everybody out there, and I'll kick it back to you, Jim. This is KB8LJ.
All righty, LJ. Well, I'm glad we got you this morning. Usually we don't have a whole lot of time, but this morning, since Stefan had to, Phil had to jockey things around, give me a little time here. So, let me see. Anybody else? We probably got about another minute before we'll turn it over to Phil and make it official. Because the official net starts at 7 o'clock, unless I babble on and overrun and take up too much of his time. But anyway, if anybody else wants to come in and say good morning real quick before the net starts, now's the time.
Good morning, Jim. KE8UKZ. This is Alan over in Cuyahoga Falls. 7-3s.
Okay, Alan in the Falls. Well, good to hear you. I haven't heard you. I know you listen. But I don't I don't have enough time in the morning sometimes to get to you. So, alrighty, good morning, Alan. Okay, we'll back up now and see if, I think somebody else keyed up there. So we'll back up and see if Phil is ready or somebody else wants to say good morning.
I'm ready, Jim.
W8WKY.
All right. Well, we'll make it official now.
Good job, Phil.
K8PMI mobile. WB8VMW sitting in my lazy boy. We'll turn it over to you, Phil, and I hear rumblings in the kitchen. I'm going to have to get me some bacon-flavored oatmeal to keep up my strength. So over to you, Phil. We'll be here if you want to come back to me, and then out, whatever you decide, we'll play it.
Good morning, Northeast Ohio. CQ, this is the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net on the W8WKY repeater. We're at 147 Mark 39 with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. This is a control net open to any and all licensed amateurs. All traffic should go through net control. As always, emergency traffic is welcome to break in at any time. Your net control operator for this net is Phil, and my call sign is K8PMI. K8PMI. All right, Jim. I'm going to send it back to you for your final thoughts. Thanks for dragging it out a little bit longer so I can get organized. And I'll send it over to you for your final thoughts, and then we'll start taking some check-ins.
All righty, Phil. Yeah, we had a good crew this morning, and they're talking about wire antennas, and that's my favorite subject. And one thing about wire antennas, you string it out, you solder it up, you hook it up, you check it. If it's right, you talk. If it's wrong, you unsolder it, put it in file 13, get out a brand new piece of wire, and go at it again. And as long as you learn something, every time you have to unsolder something and resolder something, that's a good day. And I have soldered and unsoldered so many things that the little splatters of solder that come off from it when you unsolder something is about a foot deep in my bomb shelter down there. That is a lot of unsoldering I had to do. Okay, Phil, I'm going to turn it over to you before I tell a lie. WB8VMW. Everybody say safe, stay well. Back to net.
WB8VMW, thank you very much. And you enjoy your bacon-flavored oatmeal. And hopefully we'll catch you Monday morning, 73. All right, I am looking for short times, mobiles, or in and outs. So call now. This is W8WKY, Sarah Barometer Net. This is K8PMI. I'm listening.
KE8UKZ, this is Alan, in and out.
N8 Mobile, Mark, Echo, in and out. Victor, Oscar, X-Ray, Scott, Vermilion, short time.
This is Wannabe Sheriff. Alpha Bravo 8 Mike Oscar, AB8MO Mobile. In and out.
Bravo 6, Zulu, Bravo Sierra, Jack, in and out.
Okay, let me pick it up there. Jack, I got you in and out. There was a station right before. I think they said they were in Lakewood. I did not get your call sign.
Whiskey 8 Papa Kilo Tango W8 PKT. Bill in Lakewood, in and out.
I got you, Bill. You were in and out. And then there was a K, right after Andy, there was a KF8 station that was in there too. I didn't get you, and were you in and out? KF8, DTA, I'll be in and out.
KD8, ZSH, Randy and Akron, in and out.
All right, I got you, Randy. Thank you. And KE8UKZ, I got you in and out as well. Thank you very much. Let's get, I had a N8 Mark. Were you in and out, or if not, just give me your call.
Roger, yes. Call N8NH. Yes, I was in and out.
All right, thank you very much, Mark. You have a great day. Andy, you're in the you're in the on deck circle. Let's get over to Scott. He was mobile short time KE8 VOX. What's going on at the North Coast over there, Scott?
KE8 VOX, Scott here. Hey, good morning, Phil. Not a whole lot going on. I got to head out. Norris is having a VE test session today up there at Fairview Park Library, so heading up there in a few minutes to get tables and chairs ready and hopefully be ready to grade some papers. But it's a lot nicer today than it has been the last couple of days. We got about a foot, probably a little bit less than 1 foot waves, and the air temperature is 42 degrees, and I think the lake temperature's, here it is, 55.9 on the lake temperature, so it looks like it might be a pretty decent day up here, Phil. But hey, thanks for doing the net, thanks for getting me in, and everybody have a great day. The KE8 VOX sending it back to net control.
All right, we'll be clear with KE8 VOX. Thanks for doing the VE sessions. I did go to the Norse to get my extra, so you guys do a great job there. I do the VE or assist down here with Stefan, so it's a good thing. Take care, Scott, and let's get over to Andy. You're mobile, AB8MO. You're going early today. What's going on with you? This is K8 PMI.
Yeah, I'm not going to maps, even though the ticket says March 1st, or the March 1st, right? Whatever. November 1st. Yeah, I found out that was the wrong date. I would have been pretty upset if I would have showed up a day early. Probably wouldn't have bothered driving 2 days in a row. Anyway, I heard you acknowledge somebody else. I had Jeff and New Frank on KEF8 DTA in there. You said somebody else's name, so I'm not sure if you meant him or not. But hi, Jeff. You're making it into 015 just fine. You were really noisy the first time, but that last transmission you were fine. So yeah, I'm sitting in the driveway in a cold car, so I probably should have just sit in and out. But I'm planning to be out maps tomorrow, so maybe see some of you guys there. So sorry to hear that your node is having problems. I've been having problems with my node too, specifically trying to connect with the 48496 and 449-43211 for some reason. But let's see. When I ran it for the Beacon Net, it worked fine this past Wednesday. Not a problem, not a lick of trouble with it. So I don't know why I've been having problems for 3 weeks, and it was fine, and it'll probably screw up again. So I'm about ready to just flush it down the toilet at this point. Oh well. See y'all tomorrow at Maps. It's a good ham fest. If you only make, besides ours, besides the Warren Amateur Radio Associates Ham Fest, I'd say it's another one definitely worth going to, the Maps Ham Fest. Back to you there, Phil. Thanks for picking up the net. This is AB8MO.
AB8MO, we'll be clear with you. Thank you very much, and we'll see you at Hamfest. I'll be heading down there as long as I get the yard mode today. And yeah, my node, I switched the internet service because we got fiber, and I'm trying to flash the new username and password, and it's just not taking it. It's a pain in the neck. So I'm doing it mobile. All right, that brings me to the end of the list. I'm going to call for check-ins because I didn't build a list. So actually, let me go take care of the Outlanders. I did hear them. Let me get those in and get those done, and then I'll do a round of check-ins. K5 CF1. This is K8PMI. You're up on the Barometer Net.
Hey, PMI and the netizens. Good to hear everybody out there this morning. This is Ray, K5CFY here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I think 47 degrees, cloudy, but it's supposed to warm up in the 60s today, so it looks like it's going to be a great first day of November. Good to hear you in there, Phil. Thanks for running the net. Always enjoy hearing you on the radio, and we'll give it back to you. Let you get on down the list. Have a great day and a great net. K5CFY.
K5CFY. We'll be clear with you. Thanks a lot, Ray. You have a great day, and 73s to you. Let's head on down to, Jacksonville. W8JAX with 3 beautiful females. You're up next on the Barometer Net. This is K8PMI.
Good morning there, Phil. So our node had the ID there. We're actually mobile at the moment. We're on our way to the local ham club breakfast, the first Saturday of every month. So you just got us in time. We're about a mile away. I hope I'm getting into my node from my mobile. My mobile is a 25 watt rig here. It's a 400 Yaesu 400 FTM 400. But anyway, thanks for giving us a call, and we're just pulled off on the side of the road here, so I don't get out of range, and I appreciate you giving us a call. Clear skies, but chilly down here in Florida, 47. But we will be going up to 72, and the ocean's quiet, 3 to 4 foot waves. So anyway, thanks for giving us a call. Turn it back to you there, Phil. W8JAX mobile will be clear.
W8JAX, your transmission was outstanding. That's actually pretty good, a mile away from your node. That's really good. So, all right, we'll be clear with you and Wendy, and you guys have a great day. And that is, we had JJ in there, I heard. N9TN over there in Boring, Tennessee. You still out there? This is K8PMI. All right, heard. I'm going to do a round of check-ins. The dog pound, I already have you. You will be up first unless I get a short time. So the dog pound, you don't have to come in, and I got you guys already down. And looking for check-ins. This is K8PMI on the Saturday morning edition of the Barometer Net. Listening.
KB8TBQ.
K8PMI, Whiskey Tango Delta /Charlie 60.
Hey, Phil.
Kilo Alpha 8, Mike November Tango.
Earlier, this is Mark, WB6BJN, on here for my usual weather there. Go ahead.
Alpha 8, Charlie Tango. Good morning, Phil. Greg down in Shreve.
K8PMI, this is Kilo Echo 8 Victor Quebec X-Ray KE8 VQX Joe and Akron.
You got EI6LF Brian here in the southwest of Ireland.
All right, let me pick it up there. All right, I got Brian, and I thought you said you were in New Orleans. I didn't get the call. You were the last one there. Can you come back, please?
Yeah, sure thing. Good morning. No, I'm actually down near the city of Limerick in the southwest of Ireland there, and the call sign Echo India 6 Lima Foxtrot. I was just listening to you. I was scooting around YouTube and I seen someone streaming it, so I thought we'll switch on the EchoLink app and give you lads a call. So hope you're doing all well this morning, just 20 past 11 here in Ireland. And back to you, back to Net.
All right, well, thank you very much. You're our DX winner of the day so far. All right, thank you very much. So let me tell you who I have. I have TBQ, I have W8TD, I got Mark, WB6, I got Craig, and I got you, Joe, and that's my list, and we got the Dog Pound. So I know W8TD is remote, so we'll go to him first. W8TD, this is K8PMI. Where are you at?
K8PMI and the Net. W8TD. Or good evening all, depending on where you're standing. We pulled out of Hakodate, Japan, about 3 hours ago. Sailing southward, headed for Yokohama. We'll be sailing all night tonight and all day tomorrow and all night tomorrow night. And arriving in Yokohama, it'll be Monday morning our time. I think Sunday night your time, but I get confused about the international date line, so who knows. So I'll miss the maps, Hamfest, but I hope everybody has a good time there. Made it to shore today, first time seeing dirt for, I don't know, 9 or 10 days. It was raining, so I got wet, but I did get off and got to walk around. So that was enjoyable. So tomorrow, I think this is the last time I'll be talking to you guys, because tomorrow evening, it'll be tomorrow morning for you, and you won't have a net. And the following day, I expect to be up in the air struggling to get home, because this trip is over, or will be. It's been pretty cool. I've enjoyed it. Looking forward to talking to everybody with an actual radio at some point. K8PMI in the Net, W8TD. W8TD, we'll be clear with you. Thank you very much, and I think that's the DX winner of the show. Hi. All right, you have a safe trip and safe travels to you. Let's get up to KB8 TBQ. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
K8PMI, this is KB8 TPQ. Good morning, Phil, and all the netizens and all the listeners. Thanks for getting me in. My treadmill's warming up and waiting for me to get on, so I'll be over there walking in a good pace and listening to the net. So thanks again, Phil, and appreciate you, and take care, everybody. KB8 TPQ, back to net control. W8WKY.
All right, Ron, you have a good workout and take care. 73s, my friend. All right, let's get to the weather here. WB6. You are up here on the Barometer Net. This is K8PMI.
I think you mean me. There's more than WB6. It's WB. Let me make sure you've got my call sign. Did you turn it to me? This is WB6BJN, Whiskey Bravo 6 Bravo, Juliet November. There, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry about that. I forgot your suffix. I was doing two things at the same time. You're up. Sorry about that. This is K8PMI.
Just wanted to make sure. Okay, Phil, good morning to you. Good morning to everybody. start with my conditions here. If this thing will talk to me. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's do this. 30.10 on the barometer, 30.10.5 on the barometer and rising. 47.3 degrees. Feels like 45 out there. Humidity 87%. Let's see, 7 on the wind, gusting to 9 out of the southeast. No rain yet today and no rain yesterday, so we're starting off November with nothing in the bucket. We had about a little over 4 inches for the month of October. Not bad. So here's the deal. It looks like high pressure right now is the dominant feature. That will break down today as we get a system moving in to the mid-south. Parts of the Midwest are going to get some showers, southern parts of Michigan, and today, and also through parts of Illinois. That system will move towards the mid-south and through our area here in Tennessee later today, and especially tonight and tomorrow. So it's a high chance, low amount of rainfall event. So we got probably close to 100% chance of rain by tonight and early tomorrow morning. I think 70% tonight and 100% tomorrow morning, and then things clear. It looks like we get a pretty nice week all the way through most of next week before there could be a possibility of another system moving in next week. Temperatures will be a little bit warmer. There could be a dry front come through on Wednesday and Thursday, but not a whole lot of cold air behind it. In parts of the upper Midwest, the clippers come through next week, bringing a little cold air. And then there's another chance of more steady rain and chance of thunderstorms for that area by next weekend. I'm sure lots will change by then. That's still 7 days out. Let me take a break. The West Coast looks pretty nice until midweek, and then they get a system that'll eventually affect weather, of course, in the east as things eventually move that direction. Looking at the tropics, Melissa is all but dead. She's no more of a factor for weather anywhere in the U.S. She's in the North Atlantic as a non-tropical system now. She's just a low-pressure area. Probably going to die here pretty soon. Not going to cause any problems to anybody. Thank God for that. That system is done. Other than that, nothing in either ocean as far as tropical development. Hurricane season ends on the last day of November, so we're approaching the end of hurricane season. It looks like the U.S. is going to escape. By the way, Florida looks good, dry. Temperatures in the 70s for highs, beautiful 50s for lows. Those are below normal for those areas. There could be a little change next week in Florida as the low pressure could bring some moisture and warm things up again sometime next week, but we'll check on that as things unfold. Phil, that's it for me. Everybody have a blessed weekend. I will be back on Monday, and this is WB6DJ.
All right, thank you very much. Great weather report. We'll be clear with you, and let's head on over to Sri, AAHCT. You're up next on the Barometer Net. This is K8PMI to AAHCT. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
K8PMI, good morning, Phil, and good to hear you, even though you're sitting in the truck. Wow, should have been last weekend it was warm, but that's okay. Glad to hear you out there and all the Barometer Netters, and it looks like it's going to be another, at least down here, I've got overcast, I've got a slight little band of pre-dawn out there, and there you have it. And I'm going to say good morning to everybody. Hope to see at least a few of you tomorrow at the Maps. I think that's going to be an exciting show. Looking forward to seeing some people. And with that, I'm going to turn it back to you. Have a great day. Thank you for doing the NCO, and we will probably see you tomorrow. This is AAHCT back to K8PMI. And to all the Barometer Netters, go out and make somebody smile because it will make you feel better. Take care, my friend, in 73s.
All right, thank you very much, Craig. We'll be clear with AAHCT. Let's head on over to the dog pound. We're going to mix it up a bit. Let's go to Northern Mark. KC8 FQV, you're up next on the Barometer Net.
All right, morning, Phil. KCFQV. Yeah, that question's why. That Jim should have that question answered, why you didn't call when he called you early this morning. But, you know, everything's going good here. 41 degrees outside. Nice and warm at 70 in here on the south side. And, yep, Map Museum's tomorrow. There will probably be some activity on the radio tomorrow, so, yeah, clock change. So there will probably be some activity on this radio possibly in the morning. So don't think that you missed a day or the day early or whatever, because some of the guys will be heading there. I think I heard that Tom said 5 o'clock they're going to start loading the stuff into the building. So they're going. It looks like Route 8 and 77, they're just moving right along. So everything else is going good. So we'll, I don't know what I'm going to do today, if I'll run to Sandusky or not. I should have went yesterday, but I did find my meter. Oh, I was looking for that thing. I didn't know where I lost it at, but it was in the back of the car. The only place I didn't look. But I looked yesterday, and I found the little glucose meter. That's the problem with all these small things we have. I always wonder what so many people have these backpacks. And some of the backpacks are small, but then some look like they're whoppers. Like, I don't know. I see one post on Facebook of a guy going with a radio, and he had, I don't know, like 10 boxes strapped to him going for field day. I think it was I don't know what it was. It might have been a little joke. But it is interesting. But great that you're having everything going good. And, you know, it must have gotten a lot quieter over there in Sagamore Hills. 82 closed. So send it back to net, KSFQV.
FQV, yes, that 82 bridge, we go over it all the time, and it's horrible. So, adds a lot of mileage to the grocery stores. But other than that, thanks a lot, Mark. You have a great day, and hopefully we'll see you at the Hamfest 73. Let's head down for Middlemark, who's actually back in Kentucky. What's going on over there, K4OG? This is K8PMI. All right, nothing heard. He must have went back to bed. Let's get to Southern Mark there. KE8 SFS. How's the chefs going, and what do you got going on today? This is K8PMI.
Well, I'll probably play some Chesley online and that. And right now we got 38 degrees here, and it's supposed to get up to 52 today. No rain in sight, that's good. Oh, a lot of sunshine. Oh, that's good. Feels like 38 degrees, and wind is 6 miles per hour southwest. Gas price is $2.98, $2.99 all around Wadmer. And let me drop that for a bit. Yeah. I played some cards last night. I played some euchre and won the combo game downstairs in my apartment building here. And yeah, I need a fourth player, and yeah, I'll play. I ain't playing it well, you know. So have some fun on that. Last night, that is. I went to a party too last night, and enjoyed myself on that too. Somebody in our apartment building is moving out of the building. They're going to Arizona and that. So have some good food in that. We had pizza in there. But out of that, going not too much. Today I'll be busy doing some more house cleaning and that, and keeping myself busy and that. With that, I'll give it back to you, Phil. You're running the net good. See you at the 8, sir, Pocto, sir.
All right, we'll be clear with KE8SFS. That brings me to the bottom of the list. This is W8WKY, Sarah Barometer Net, Saturday morning edition. Your net control operator is Phil, K8PMI, and I'm looking for check-ins. Call now, please. I'm listening.
Kilo Alpha 8, Mike, November Tango.
K8 LYJ, Bob in the Magic City.
November 8, Whiskey Sugar, Bill in New London.
Whiskey 8, Hotel Romeo Foxtrot, W8 HRF, Josh in Akron.
November 8, Yankee Mike Yankee, 8YMY, John down here in Waynesburg. We're in and out this morning, 7-3, Phil.
K8PMI, this is Kilo Echo 8, Victor, Quebec X-Ray, KE8VQX, Joe in Akron.
All right, I'll pick it up there.
Charlie, Foxtrot, Charlie, Randy, Drownsville, in and out.
All right, I'll pick it up there. Randy, I walked over you. Can you repeat your call, please?
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Charlie, Foxtrot, Charlie, Randy, in and out.
All right, I got you, Randy, in and out. I got Joe, VQX. I got John, you were in and out, YMY. I got Josh, HRF. I got Bill in New London, Bob in Barberton, but I did not get your call, but I'll get to you here next. And I am sorry, Tom, you called in before and I forgot to write you down. I apologize. K8MNT, you're up first on the Barometer Net. This is K8PMI.
K8PMI, this is Kilo Alpha 8, Mike November Tango. Good morning, Phil, and everybody that is on the net this morning. Let me see, we're going to start today off with 41 degrees, 36 at the dew point, 84% humidity, 1 mile an hour wind out there, and no rain since midnight. And let's see here, we've got a 29.96 on the barometer. Today's high is going to be 57, partly cloudy with an 8% chance of rain. So, doesn't seem to be too bad of a day. A little, not as nice as 70 out or 80, but it'll do with a light sweater. Just a reminder is, first of all, we turn our clocks back this evening 1 hour, and you got to do that so that you're not late getting to the Maslin Ham Fest at MAPS at 8 o'clock when the doors open. So keep that all in mind, that's for sure. Let's see. Yeah, they've got plenty of door prizes and stuff up there. And if you need prize tickets, I will be up near the front, sitting there selling them. So we'll get going that way and get you in the tub to get your drawn out for a possible IC 7300. 2 people are going to be lucky to get that this year because there's 2 of them. So let me see. With that, I am going to grab a quick nickel. K8MNT back. Let's see. Let's see. If you see me talking to myself, just go ahead and move along. I'm self-employed and we're having a staff meeting. And with that, I want to say 7-3s, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep smiling. This is Kilo Alpha 8, Mike November Tango, turning everything back over to the Saturday morning wonder, K8PMI.
K88MNT, thank you very much, and I won't miss you next Saturday that I NCO. I apologize again. So, all right, let's head on over to the Magic City. Bob, you're up next on the Barometer Net, and can you repeat your call so I can make sure I have it marked down correctly? This is K8PMI.
K8PMI, this is Kilo Alpha 8 Lima Yankee Juliet, KA8LYJ. Good morning, Phil. Good morning, Net. Don't usually check in on this edition. Usually staring at the back of my eyelids at this time, but I had to get up early to do some chores to get ready for an 11 o'clock appointment. So here we are. And just finished a bowl of oatmeal and was sipping coffee. And, well, hey, let's try out my new $20 tri-band ball fang on the net and see how it works. So you got to tell me how it works. With that, I'll give it back to you. This is KA8LYJ.
KA8LYJ, that is very good radio for $20. You're coming through crystal clear. All right, we'll be clear with you. 73, you have a great day. Let's head on to the National Weather Service. Bill, N8WS, what do you got for us this morning? This is K8PMI.
K8PMI in the group N8WS. Phil, how do you copy me today? This is a different radio.
Probably the best I've ever heard you. So you're coming through loud and clear.
Okay, well, the S-meter don't work for some reason. Anyway, good to hear everyone this morning. Currently, air quality index is at 48. That's in the good range. My sunrise 7:59. My sunset 6:26. Length of day 10 hours 26 minutes. I got 40 degrees. I had 36 this morning when I got up. So it's warmed up kind of quick. Humidity is 86%, wind speed south at 3, barometer 2996, dew point 36 degrees, visibility 10 miles. Prediction for today is partly sunny with a high near 54, west winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Yeah, it's going to be a little chilly, but it's going to turn out to be a pleasant day. Let me see here. Well, it didn't. Yeah, here it goes. My computer's giving me trouble already. And let's see. Okay, we'll go to Tropo. Far side sunspots are coming. Helioseismic maps of the sun's far side reveal 3 sunspots only days away from turning toward Earth. One of them has been very busy. CMEs in space 1, 2, and 3, and this activity continues. Apace, Earth will soon be in the line of the fire. Also, a rare golden comet. That's interesting. I didn't know any of that about comets. Currently, there's only 3 sunspots on the sunspot groups on the sun. Sorry, Bob. I'm having a little trouble talking this morning. And I lost 2 of my pages, so we'll have to call it quits. Back to you, Phil. K8PMI in the group. 7-3, everyone. Have a great weekend. NHWS.
NAWS, thank you very much for your weather report. Always appreciate it. You have a great day in 73. All right, let's head on over to Josh, W8HRF. This is K8PMI. What do you got going on today?
K8PMI, W8HRF. Good morning, Phil, and all the Barometer netizens. I'm up this morning a little earlier than normal on a Saturday. I just kind of woke up at 6. I think I woke up before the alarms went off. I don't think there was one before 6. But anyways, I'm just down here in the radio room. I am finishing up the logs from the USS Cod event. It's been a couple weeks, and I need to get that done. I had a distractor for the last week. So gonna finish that up and then get them sent over to Bill. And that should be a wrap on that. And then I think for the rest of the day, it's going to be kind of just working around the house, kind of down low, enjoying the weekend. So maybe I'll go out and clean out the garage a little bit. So that's the plan. Looking forward to seeing some folks at the Hamfest tomorrow. Yeah, maybe we'll see you there, Phil. I don't know if you're planning on going or not. So we'll be there. So anyways, have a good Saturday, everybody. And we'll catch you later. K8PMI, W8HRF 73, Phil.
W8HRF. We'll be clear with you. Thank you very much. And yeah, I should see you at the Hamfest. I'll be there. So all right. That let's see. We had John was in and out. YMY. We got Joe. KE8 VQX. I believe I got it right. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
K8PMI, this is KE8VQX. You got it right, Phil. Thanks for getting me in there. Sorry about the difficulty with your node there. I don't have one yet. I can hit the repeater so long as I'm sitting here in front of my mobile radio. Cannot hit it with a handheld. I've got a DVM that I take with me on my trips. That's usually just for the D-Star and C4FM stuff. So it'd be nice to be able to get into this repeater when I'm away. But I haven't really settled on a node yet, and I understand that hotel Wi-Fi is really not all that great. Anyway, I'll make a decision on that one of these days. See everyone at the Hamfest tomorrow. Looking forward to it. A little bit of airplane, a little bit of radio. Sounds like fun. Maybe even get a hot dog. Anyway, this is KE8VQX back to K8PMI. Thanks, Phil.
All right, thank you very much there, Joe. And yeah, hopefully to do an eyeball QSO with you. I'll be at the Ham Fest as well. And yep, I always love to get a hot dog. Those are my treats when I'm golfing or at a Ham Fest. But all right, take care. Bottom of the list is KF8C. I wrote sloppy. I think it's CFC. Randy, you're up next on the Barometer Net. All right, he may have been in and out, and I butchered that. All right, that brings me to the bottom of the list. There was one other person that was trying to get in there and had basically no audio. If that person, I didn't call on you, can you call back, see if we can get you in here before I get a traffic jam? This is K8PMI, listening.
Yeah, do you copy me now? Kilo Echo 8. Echo Golf Hotel.
Echo Christian and Bath.
All right, there must have been two of you then. I got you, Christian. Other person, go ahead. Christian sort of blew you out of the water, and I couldn't hear that. Come back, please.
Kilo Echo 8, Echo Golf Hotel. Kevin, just north of Hiram.
KC1 BQS, Paul in Maine.
Okay, I got you, Paul. Let's go over to Kevin over there in Hiram. KE8EGH, you're up next on the Barometer now.
You could have waited till the next round. I'm in no hurry this morning. It's a Saturday, my day off. Probably gonna start having more Saturdays off here soon with work dying down. So, and it's either haven't decided if I'm gonna do 410s this winter or if I'm gonna do 5/8s. So we gotta figure that out. But yeah, just gotta get the. We had a tenant move out of one of the apartments. We got a new one moving in tomorrow, which is pretty quick. And so we're getting everything ready getting everything clean at the apartment today. And then yeah, and I gotta go help my daughter and son-in-law move tomorrow. So it's gonna be a little busy weekend, but not bad. And yeah, I don't know if I'm ready for this cold. I'm usually a cold weather person, but you know, they say as you get older, the cold affects you a little bit more. Well, yeah, I think I'm getting to that point, unfortunately, but oh well. All right, everybody have a good day. KE8EGH.
W8WKY.
All right, Kevin. My vote is 410s. That way, if you have to get away for a weekend, you can fly out Thursday night, at least hit the beach in some warm weather, and get back Monday before you have to go back in. Hi. All right, you have a great day, and we'll catch you on Down the Log 73. All right, Christian, I believe it's KE8POE, Peace on Earth. You're up next on the W8WKY Sarah Barometer Net Saturday morning edition.
This is Kilo Foxtrot 6, Peace on Earth. Yeah, like Kevin was saying, that's funny because I've noticed within the last year I get cold very easily, and now I'm having to layer up more. And then I wonder why my 98-year-old mother-in-law has the heater on at like 80 degrees in her assisted living place. And now I'm seeing the future. In other news, Halloween was a good day. I recorded on a little dictaphone digital recorder some theremin music that's all spooky, and walked around with it all day. So everywhere I went, people were listening to, the drone, and it was a good opportunity to talk about the theremin, and Leon theremin, and the radio frequencies, and how difficult the instrument it is. And it's interesting to look on YouTube on theremin and see how it's come along and how there's so many people. There's one woman who's been playing it, since she was 7 years old, and she's fantastic. And so, yeah, theremin is still alive in 2025. So I hope everyone has a great day. Hoping to make it to the Ham Fest tomorrow, but I might not. And I'll send it back to you, Phil. 73s, everyone. Kilo Foxtrot 6. Peace on Earth.
We'll be clear with KF8 POE. Thank you very much, Christian. And yep, I'm in the same boat. As I get older, I just don't like the cold weather. But that's life, and you got to deal with it. All right, let's head on out to Maine. I shouldn't have this call sign memorized in my head, but I don't. So if you could repeat your call sign, and you're up next on the Barometer Net.
Yeah, good morning, Phil. It's Kilo Charlie 1 Victor Quebec Sierra KC1 VQS. And I usually don't get on Saturdays much because I tend to sleep in. But this morning I was up bright and early, and we're having a much calmer day here today. Yesterday was pretty wild. We had rain and wind, and we needed the rain, but not the wind. But I guess we got them both. We had a tree come down on our porch roof, and luckily it did not do any damage. But I've got some cleanup to do. So. Looks like a quiet weekend here. Get out and try to get some more leaves taken care of. So I'm going to say 7-3. This is KC1 DQS back to net control.
All right, well, you take care up in Maine there. Hopefully the snow gets to you before it gets to us. Hi. But, yeah, you've checked in with me a couple times. Not every Saturday that I'm on, but I've heard you. So 73, my friend, and you have a great day. We'll be clear with KC1 Victor Quebec Sierra. And that brings me to the bottom of the list. This is the W8WKY Sarah Barometer Net Saturday morning edition. And I'm looking for check-ins. Call now, please. This is K8PMI.
Alpha India 5, Quebec AI 5Q.
Kilo 8, Papa Julie Whiskey, K8 PJW.
KF6 POE for a recheck.
All right, I'll pick it up there. I got AI5, I believe it was Q. There was a KE8 station in there. I didn't get your suffix. You were tangled up with Phil, PJW. Can you come back with your call, please?
Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform, Quebec.
All right, I got you, and I got you, Phil, and recheck. Christian, go ahead. This is K8PMI.
PMI. Just wanted clarification.
4, 6, 6, 9, 9, space 5, space 3, 3, 3, 3, 5, 0, 0, space 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 9, 6.
KF86 POE, you were drowned out by node identification. Can you come back with your recheck?
Yes. I was just clarifying, Phil. My call sign is Kilo Foxtrot 6, Papa Oscar Echo. Kilo Foxtrot 6. Peace on Earth. Back to you. Doing a great job.
Not a problem there. I actually had you written down right, but said it wrong. So I do have issues, but I do enjoy the radio. So bear with me. I apologize. All right, let's get to the top of the list. I believe it's AI5Q. You're up next on the Barometer Net. Is that Oklahoma or Texas? K8 PMI.
AI5Q here. This is Jarrett in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So I am fairly familiar with the Sarah Club and all the nets that you guys are on and all that kind of stuff. I generally listen in the mornings, but don't get time to check in because I have to be at work by 7 a.m. my time, which is 8 a.m. your time, and I'm usually getting ready in that hour before then. Although I tell you, I tend to wake up better on the weekends at 6 o'clock and have some peace without the kids than I do during the weekdays. It's kind of funny. Weekdays I'll want to hit snooze and not get up, deal with life and kids and work. And on the weekends, I'm like, sweet, I get like 2 to 3 hours to myself. I'm up at 5:30 and going. So there you go. But anyway, I just wanted to drop in, say hi, let you know I'm listening, and doing a good job. We'll chat with you later. AI5Q, back to net control.
AI5Q, thank you very much. Yeah, I haven't had I've heard you on the Boredom Breaker and on some other nets, but I never got to talk to you. But you sound like an awesome guy, and glad to have you, and glad to hear get a QSO with you. So you take care. You be safe as well, 73. We'll be clear with AI5Q. Let's head on over to KE8YUQ. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
Good morning, everyone. Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform Quebec. Beautiful day out there, starting out that way anyway. Hopefully it'll be nice and sunny, and we are going dodge the rain for a while, it looks like, so that's good. Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform Quebec, back to you.
W8WKY.
All right. Well, I don't have to identify the repeater for the next 10 minutes. It just did it for me, so thank you very much, repeater. We'll be clear with KE8YUQ, and let's head on over to Twinsburg, my neighbor, and same first name, Phil. K8 PJW. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
K8PMI, K8PJW. Good morning, Phil, and good morning to the Barometer netizens out there, and good morning to the Phil just in front of me. YUQ is also a Phil, so this must be the Phil segment of the Barometer Net this morning. Anyway, we're starting the day off here at 39 degrees, hit it up to 53. It's going to be 55 tomorrow. Barometer's at an even 30 inches, and we actually lost a few cents. We're at 297 now, which a couple of days ago we were almost at $2. So anyway, last 2 days of early voting, they're open 7:30 to 7:30 today and 1 to 5 on Sunday. And then early voting ends, and you'll have to wait till Election Day on Tuesday. Speaking of which, today is Election Supply Pickup Day, so we're going to meet up with the Board of Election to pick up our supplies for Monday night and Tuesday. Other than that, we've got a wedding event to go to, so that'll be a lot of fun at the celebration. But the wedding already occurred. It's more of a celebration, so it's good to meet up with the bride and groom and some friends in the area, so that'll be a lot of fun. With that, I'll take a break for time. Stone 1512, Michelangelo's fresco of the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel is unveiled. 1665, Robert Hooke's landmark work of micrographia with drawings using a microscope and coining the word cell was published. And in 1870, the first National Weather Service in the U.S. began operation. And that's the way it was. This is K8PJW. Back to the net.
K8PJW, thank you very much. And good luck with the elections there. And I'll be voting, but I do it the old-fashioned way. Show up, get my ID, and punch the ticket. So, all right. That brings me to the bottom of the list. We're past the top of the hour. We have 36 check-ins, which is a good net. I'll do a last call. Hopefully we can get about 5 people in here and give Carrie number 42. So, last call. This is the W8WKY, Sarah Barometer Net. Your net control operator is Phil, K8PMI, and I'm listening.
KF8AHK, Dale, Mobile, and Louisville.
Mobile, in and out. Good morning.
Kilo Delta 8, India Uniform Alpha, Mike and Stowe.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Delta Echo Bravo, Matt, Fairport Harbor.
November Uniform, H November, Rod and Chardon.
All right, let me pick it up there. Bicycle Mobile. I should know your call sign. I know who you are, but I can't remember the call sign. Can you repeat it? You were tangled up in a little bit of a mess there. All right, nothing heard. I'll look that one up. We'll start at the top. KF8AHK. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
KF8AHK, Dale, here in Louisville. Say good morning, everybody. On my way down to Beaver Creek State Park, I'm going to do a POTA activation. I can get a twofer down there because the North Country Scenic Trail passes through there right where I park. So anyways, that's my plan for today. Get a POTA in there and hopefully get a kilo finally down there. Anyways, everybody have a great day. Enjoy the beautiful fall weather and be safe out there today. Back to net.
All right, thanks a lot, Dale. We'll be clear with KF8AHK. Let's head on over to Mike, KD8IUD. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
Good morning, Phil. Kilo Delta 8 India Uniform Alpha, A. Mike here in Stowe. Just want to say good job on doing the net under duress. I find it with my Clear node, I just plug it into the network with a cable rather than mess with the Wi-Fi because it was always not as reliable as it should be. Mine's a relatively new node, maybe 4 years old, 3 years old. Look forward to seeing lots of friendly faces at the Campfest tomorrow morning, and have a great day. 88 IUA. Over to you, Phil.
Thank you very much. Does your node have an Ethernet plug-in, or do you do it through like a USB port into the Wi-Fi?
My unit
has a Ethernet connection built into the Pi board. And this is the Clear Node from the guy out in California. Very pricey piece of gear, but it works pretty flawlessly, except for the Wi-Fi. But my friend Ray, WA4WGA, he's got one on Wi-Fi, and it seems to work for him. So it was just hard to get it programmed. 88 IUA, back to you.
Yeah, mine works flawlessly. The problem is I don't have an Ethernet cable, and it's flashing the new username and password. It just won't take it, so I might have to send it in and have it pre-programmed, but it is a pain. Well, thanks a lot. We'll catch up with you down the line, and thanks for checking in. Let's head on over to Matt, KF8DEB. You're up next on the...
Oh, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I just happened to flip the radio on at the same time you were calling for any last calls and trying to get some extra numbers, so I figured I would sit here for a moment and do that before I get my first cup of coffee on me. So, other than that, really not a whole lot going on this morning, so I'll turn this back over to the net.
All right, thanks a lot, Matt, and don't be a stranger. Check in. That's what keeps the nets going, and us alive here. All right, let's head on over to Rod. I didn't get your number in there. I think you said it was NU8HN, but can you clarify that for me? You're up next on the Barometer Net.
Good morning, all. Hope you're having a great day so far and a great rest of your day. This is November Uniform, 8 November. Good job on the net, Phil. And just thought I'd poke my nose in there and say good morning to everybody. Not a whole lot new. 41 in Chardon this morning, and looking at pretty much clear skies at this point. So I don't think we're going to get the rain they promised us for the morning, which is a good thing. We've had enough for the last couple days anyways. Hi. Anywho, hope everybody has a good day, and I'm going to turn it back to Net. NU8N. Clear.
W8WKY.
Comment.
All right. Someone else was talking in there, but I will make one last call. I'm at number 40. I want to hit 42, the answer to life and the universe. So before we send it to Carrie, this is K8PMI. Can I get one more check-in, please?
Kilo Delta 8, November Echo Oscar, KD8 NEO, Darrell in Holmes County.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Romeo Zulu, Terry in Ellenboro, West Virginia. I'll be in and out this morning. 73 is all, KF8ERZ.
AI5Q recheck with a comment.
All right. Let me pick it up there. AI5Q with the recheck. Go ahead.
Hey, you're talking about your Clear Node and trying to flash IP address to it. Do you have an iPhone or an Android? Because it makes a difference. I've never once gotten an iPhone to work with the flashing the credentials to a Clear Node, but it seems to work on Android. So that's step number one. The other thing that you can do is actually rename your new Wi-Fi to what's your old Wi-Fi username and password, or SSID and password, or set up a guest network with that same SSID and password as your old system, and your Clear Node will just start working as well as everything else in your house without having to reprogram everything in the house. I do that pretty typically when we change internet. Just rename it to the old Wi-Fi standard and everything picks it up and works. Just some food for thought for you there. PMI. AI5Q clear.
AI5Q, thank you very much. I didn't even think of that. That's why I'm never the smartest guy in the room. That may work. So I will try to tackle that today. Thanks a lot, and we'll be clear with Jared there. Let's head on over to KD8NEO. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
Thank you, Net Control, KD8NEO. Well, I've seen all different color of woolly worms down here, so I don't know if we're going to have a mixed batch of winter or what we're going to have there, but still got some leaves on the trees here. They're not turning quite right, but with that, we'll say hello to everyone. Back to Net Control, KD8NEO.
All right, thank you very much. And KF8ERZ was in and out from West Virginia, and he was number 42. So, Carrie, get your voice warmed up. We're going to send it over to you. W8CTM. This is K8PMI. You're number 43. We had a great Saturday morning net. You want to close us out? This is K8PMI.
Good morning, Phil, and good morning to all the check-ins and listeners out there that give us this great net this morning. 43 check-ins. That's a good one for a Saturday, no doubt about it. Well, it's good for any day to get 42, but we've been getting close to 50. Or one day we hit the double nickel there, and one day we hit 56 this week. So it was a great week for net. Maybe it's because it was a crappy rainy week and all that stuff. Who knows? But boy, we know I think I'll take my E-trike out and ride it today, since this will be one of the last few days we have this year, I would imagine, before I have to put it up for the winter. But I'll try to get a few miles in on it today. Got to run the battery down some, because I don't want to store it with a fully charged battery. They say that's not good on these lithium-ion batteries, so who knows? But anyway, it'll be what it will be. That's about all I have this morning. Hope everybody has a tremendous or super Saturday or scintillating Saturday, whatever it's called here. But it'll be a pretty decent day here in Portage Lakes, that's for sure. They're building a new field house down at Logan Field. That's where our baseball and football and all the fields are down there, and that'll probably be interesting. I'll probably maybe ride my E-trike down there. Depends on the weather. I was going to ride it yesterday, but it was very, very windy out, and it wasn't warm by any means, and it's just not comfortable, and I feel like I want to ride when it's a little warmer out. Anyway, everybody have a great Saturday out there, and I'll say 73. This is W8CTM, Carrie at Portage Lakes. Everybody have a great day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and do a random act of kindness. That's always a good thing to do there. Put a smile on somebody's face. So with that, we'll turn it back to you there, Phil, K8PMI, and you can wrap it up. It's great net, buddy. You've done a great job, and hope to see everybody at the Hamfest tomorrow down at MAPS. That's a great venue. There's no doubt about it. And it sounds like they got a lot of good little gifts to give away. Anyway, everybody have a great day. 73 all, and back to you, Phil.
Thank you very much, Carrie. We'll be clear with W8CTM, and I will wrap up the net. This is K8PMI. The The Barometer Net is a tradition that goes back almost 30 years, when a local group of amateurs got together in the morning to discuss their weather station data. We are grateful to all those who have come before us: Garlock, KB8BYR, Dorothy, WB8JTW, Tom, KD8DSD, and our Net Control Emeritus, Ron, KD8CVS. Over the years, the Barometer Net has grown to be a morning staple for local hams to stay in contact, share real-time traffic, gas price information, and community announcements. This net meets regularly Monday through Saturday, starting at 7 a.m. and runs for about an hour. Please remember, successful nets rely on your participation, so be a regular check-in. From the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association on the W8WKY repeater, we're at 147 Mark 39 megahertz in Doylestown. We now return this frequency to regular amateur radio use. This is K8PMI 73, everybody.
Hey Phil, this is AI5Q. Just throwing it out there. If you need some help or run into problems, look me up on QRZ and send out an email, or get a hold of Nick or Dustin, and they got my number, and they should share it with you. If you tell them I told them they could. So if you need any help with that clear note, just let me know. I'll do what I can to assist. AI5Q.
AI5Q, thank you very much. Yeah, I have an Android phone, or I have an iPhone, so that's probably the issue, because, I mean, I did everything right, and I flashed it about 20 times. Sometimes it says flash accepted, and then it runs through, and then it says the card cannot connect to the internet or something. So I'm assuming it's getting the wrong information through the flash is what the issue is. And I don't have an Ethernet plug-in on my ClearNode. I don't know why. Maybe I bought a cheaper one. It's still a few $100, but yep, those are my issues. K8PMI.
KPMI, Kilo Delta India Uniform Alpha Mike Bill. Comment. I have successfully flashed Ray's ClearNode with an iPhone. Do it in almost total darkness. Surrounding ambient light sometimes affects it. Being you probably already have it programmed into the software on your phone, just do it in a dark room and give that a try. 88 IUA.
KE8 IUA, yes, I did that. I locked myself in the bathroom, closed all ambient light, and tried flashing it, and still same thing.
All right, well, that was one thing that came to mind, because that is how I did finally get that to take on Rays, but it took me at least 10 tries, so quite frustrating because it's not quick when it does it. But anyway, have a great day. KD8 IUA 73 clear.
All right, thank you very much, and thank you, Jairus. This is K8PMI. I'll be listening.